Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Presley, and in this video today, I want to give you my full review for Thor Complete Collection by Jason Aaron, Volume 3. Now, the first two complete collections for this series were absolutely fantastic, and this book is no exception. Now, this complete collection collects issues 1 through 19 of the Mighty Thor run from 2015, and this book is already off to an amazing start. There's a lot of artists throughout here, so I want to name them off my paper, so don't mind me. But we have Russell Dodderman, who is the main artist, fantastic. Then we have some issues in here by Rafael Garis, I hope I'm saying that correctly, Steve Epting, Fraser Irving, and Valerio Scitti. Amazing artwork throughout here overall. I loved every single kind of different style of art. There's a 2-issue little arc throughout here about an old Viking fighting Thor and kind of praying to Loki and using his help. That artwork was really, really interesting. I'll try to put some panels on screen of it, but it was fantastic. It was weird. It was painterly, very much felt like this Norse mythology type art style. Great. The main artwork throughout here is by Russell Dodderman, and he has grown to be one of my absolute favorite artists. I will have pictures on screen wherever of all of this artwork, but yes, I thought the artwork was fantastic. It fits Thor so beautifully. I love all the detail work, especially in Dodderman's artwork, but Scitti's artwork as well is great. Overall, one of the best parts of the entire book, and it's not consistent in terms of style, but it is consistent in terms of quality. Every single artist packs a punch throughout here, and it's one of the best aspects of this entire book. Now, I want to talk about the story because Jason Aaron has been writing Thor for quite a while now at the time of this book, and he just continues to deliver banger after banger. There's 3 or 4 different story arcs in here. There's one about Loki coming into the fold and joining Malekith and Laufey, the Frost Giant, on their quest to start the War of the Realms and conquer all the 10 realms. Fantastic stuff. Loki, he's aggravating. He's such a little slimy weasel in the background, but there's also some emotional moments with him throughout because even though he's doing these bad things, he's a little bit regretful for it because he doesn't really want to be known like this anymore. And even though he is, he kind of feels bad about it. So I like that. I like the character study that they're doing with Loki throughout here. Malekith is just as much a jerk as he ever is. There is an arc throughout here towards the very beginning where he goes to the Light Elf realm and tries to trick the queen into marrying him so he can take over the Light Elf realm. It's fantastic stuff, and overall the story is beautiful, and we go on a lot of winding roads throughout here. So yes, that happens in the first arc of this book. Then there's a little 2-issue arc about that old Viking praying to Loki for his help. Great story as well. Then we actually get another story arc about Dario Agger, who is the head of the Roxxon Corporation, and Roxxon is this really huge, like multi-trillion-dollar company, and he's kind of taking over everything. He's mining resources in the different realms because he's working in leagues with Malekith and Laufey. So there's a little arc throughout here about the other powerful people of the world coming together in these secret meetings trying to stop Dario Agger because he's a jerk, and also they want to get in on that money as well. So there's a little one where the Roxxon base, like a whole little arc where the Roxxon base is actually threatening to destroy all of New York because Dario Agger's in trouble, and so the Roxxon base is directly tied to him. If he gets hurt, the entire base goes down because nobody's going to get control of New York City or of that base except for him. It's a great little story arc. We have Rosalind Solomon coming back to help Thor kind of complete this and get this all settled because a lot of bad things will happen if they don't get their mission completed in time. Great stuff. And then there's a final main arc throughout here, which is a challenge of the gods, where Loki actually goes to these 2 very boastful, very egotistical gods. I can't remember the names off the top of my head, but I will put them right here on screen. And they basically challenge Jane Foster to a challenge of the gods. And it's a really fun arc. It is my least favorite arc throughout here, but they're all really, really good. Like, I give that arc like a 4.5 stars and the rest of them a 5 because it is a really good arc. It's fun. It's interesting. It does drag on a little long because it lasts 5 issues. But towards the end of that arc, it is really cool because we actually get to see Jean Grey the Phoenix here as well. And it wraps up really cool. Towards the end of that arc and the very end of this book, we get the introduction of the Man-Gog, who is this huge, like, ultimate universe final judgment thing where nobody can survive. Nobody can survive its wrath. Really cool stuff throughout here. Really love how this book ended. So overall, yes, the story took us very much up and down through a lot of different things, but it was always consistently great. And yes, when we're talking about characters, we have amazing characters like Loki, Malekith, and Rosalind Solomon throughout here, Dario Agger, all these different villains. But Jane Foster is a really, really big standout as well. She's super cool as Thor. Very interesting. She understands that, yes, this role is literally killing her. Her cancer is continuously, like, multiplying every single time that she stops being Thor. So she's dying, but she knows that she has to fulfill this role while Thor Odinson is away. And she's doing a great job. She's super cool. She uses Mjolnir really awesomely. And I think she's just a badass and a really great character. I love towards the end of this book the reintroduction of Odinson throughout here. And then the start of Volume 4, we actually get his origin of where he's been in the last like couple months since becoming unworthy. But yes, this is a great story, and Jane Foster is an amazing character throughout, and honestly a really cool Thor, maybe even rivals that of Odinson. But yes, overall, while this has not been my absolute favorite of the 3 books so far, it has still been an amazing story, and Jason Aaron is writing phenomenally. He continues to make Jane Foster a great character, not only as Jane Foster, the Doctor, but also as Thor. Super cool. The conflict with her and Odin is consistently rising, and All-Mother Freya is on Thor's side. Odin is a jerk, and they're trying to like get Odin to see that she's actually not that bad. It's a great little storyline. I love it throughout, and Jason Aaron has been killing it. I overall had to give this book a 5 stars out of 5. No faults throughout. I do think the first couple arcs are better than the last one throughout here, but that's not to say it's bad. I still think it's really, really good and better than like what a lot of superhero arcs would actually be. Again, that just shows the quality of this run when the weakest of the runs is still basically a 5 stars out of 5. But yes, I had to give this book a 5 out of 5. Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts, your opinions, and your rating of Thor Complete Collection by Jason Aaron Volume 3, if you've read it already. If not, it's fantastic. Start with Volume 1, of course. There's 5 volumes total, and it's been absolutely incredible so far. With that being said, thank you so very much for watching this review. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you later.